AITA for not inviting my SIL to my baby shower after she announced her pregnancy at my daughter's funeral? In 2020, I, F28, gave birth to my daughter. In 2022, she passed away after a fight with childhood cancer. It was the hardest time of both mine and my husband's entire life. Since then, it's been a struggle every day, and I miss her more than I ever thought I could miss someone. It's like a part of me was lost with her. Shortly after she passed away, we had a memorial service for her. That is where my SIL decided to tell people that she was expecting. She didn't make any big announcements or anything, but more than 10 people at the service heard, and it's what everyone was talking about. To understate it, I was livid. A few months ago, I found out I am pregnant again. My own sister really wanted to plan me a baby shower. I said okay, and I've been working on who I want to invite. I really don't want SIL there. Besides what she did, she's a vindictive and mean person, and I cannot stand her. I don't want her there. I mentioned it to my husband, and he says he could care less whether she's there or not, lol. But for sake of saving face, I want opinions before I do this. AITA for not inviting her? Also, for context, I would still be inviting my other two SILs, husband's other sis and husband's brother's wife. She'd be the only one not invited. AITA for wanting to divorce my husband over kids. I, F29, knew from a young age I don't ever want to have or raise children. I met my husband in college, and he was decidedly child-free too. We got married a couple of years back. My husband's younger sister, F24, has 3 kids, M5, MF2, with different deadbeat guys. 2 months ago she left all of them at our house, said she was going on an errand, and never came back. Just left. We filed a report and everything. Last we heard she was safe, but did not want to come back. My husband's mom is a minimum wage worker barely scrapping by. She used to be a single mom and do not want to raise these kids. I don't want to raise them either. Don't get me wrong, I feel bad for them, but raising kids is a huge responsibility I don't want to take up. In the 2 months they were here, our expense has increased. We had to buy them clothes and stuff, and they are sleeping in our living room on air mattresses. We only have one bedroom. I had to work from home and look after them, cause my husband could not get WFH, and daycare for 3 is expensive. It has been really rough to say the least. CPS did get involved and asked us whether we want to keep the kids or not. I do not. I thought my husband would be on the same page, but he wants to keep the kids. CPS has asked us to decide quickly and make necessary changes, get a bigger home for one. My husband and I have gone back and forth on this. I cannot live the next 16 years like this. Raising kids is hard and expensive, but he wants to be there for his family, which I get. So yesterday I told him I want a divorce, quickly, before he made any commitments and dragged me into it with him. He called me a AH for divorcing over kids, for abandoning him when he needed me. I told him he knew my boundaries well in advance, and this was a commitment, children, that he is unilaterally deciding on. AITA? Some relevant info. Comments asked me to add, he leaves before 7 a.m. and reaches back home only after 8 p.m. In the morning, he barely helps cause he has to get ready for work. Still, let's give him 2 hours for that, generously. He helps with kids after he reaches, around an hour or 2. He has off only on Sunday, where he still do not take care of kids himself and needs my help. I tried telling him I need the day to work, but he keeps disturbing me every 5 minutes wanting something. Basically, I am never off the clock, and he is barely on it. Yesterday was the first day he did it all, or tried to, himself, and it was a disaster. The details are in a comment. This is to hopefully make you understand. While he took the admirable decision to raise them, he is not raising them. I would be. Wanting to make a selfless decision is admirable as long as you do it, not volunteer someone else. This is not relevant, but it is increasingly annoying when 1 out of 5 comments are telling me about wedding vows. We did not do traditional wedding vows. We do not believe until death do us part. Our vows did include not having children. Our vow was to stay together till staying apart made us happier than staying together will. Staying in a toxic relationship where you hate each other's guts just because you made a vow was never appealing to us.